So if you really want this all whited out, freaking glorious, probably one of the best open world sets I've ever seen, this Nightfall albino version, it's unbelievable. You're going to have to participate in the Nightfall event. That's right, this event is centered around the fallout after we killed Queen Ansarek and her people invading Hallowfall afterwards and all this stuff going on. It's a cool new open world event with some really cool rewards. Let's see a breakdown of what's going to be happening 11.1.5, the Nightfall event here from Mr. Gia.
Hello there and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to talk about Nightfall, the new outdoor world content in patch 11.1.5 of the War Within. In this video we're going to go through everything you need to know about this new outdoor world content. Where is it? What do you do? What are the rewards? And a look at the new 10 level Renown which is linked to it. But before we jump into that, guys, I still want to give a massive shout out to everyone over on the Patreon. Just started posting over there fairly regularly now, so if you do want to check it out and support me over there, there's a link down below.
Just for €1 or pound. Sorry, that's pound. They're not part of the European. I forgot about Brexit. Yeah, £1. I don't know what the conversion rate is.
Right, so yes, Nightfall content. This was something that was listed on the roadmap for 2025, and it was a bit of a mystery of what it actually is. And it turns out that the Nightfall content is just simply some outdoor world content to get some catch-up gear for alts, or some gear for your main, depending on what kind of content you do.
Not gonna lie, kind of anticlimactic in terms of story. Jesus. You do that, and then again, I forgot to pause, but you make me think that I left my my browser history open or something. Yeah, be careful with that shit. Okay, what was I saying? The Nightfall shit. Yeah, now my mind's racing. A little bit anticlimactic. I thought it was going to be related to some Xal'atath invasion or something like that. It's not. It's just the Queen Ansarek leftovers invasion. But we'll play it. Why not? It's 0.5 content.
This content involves an outdoor world event, some dailies, and a Renown track, which is coming in 11.1.5. So
thanks for the
let's
conversion,
start by talking about the world event. So as of 11.1.5, there's a new world event happening in Western Hallowfall. This happens every hour on the hour, and as mentioned, this is called the Nightfall event. The whole story here is that obviously Queen Ansarek is dead, and the Sareki have kind of risen up and just kind of fighting back in their final numbers here. So the event will last around 10 to 15 minutes, so let's talk about how it plays out. So once the event starts, your UI will slightly change. A 10-minute timer will start on the right-hand side of the screen. Underneath that 10-minute timer will be your current objective. This is a personal objective. However, there is some group objectives, I believe, as well. Below that is the overall mission progress. Now, the event will progress into the final battle stage once the 10-minute timer is up, or when the overall mission progress has been completed. And basically, that bar is filled by people in the area also doing the event. So obviously on PTR, we never actually saw it get to 100%, but I'd imagine once it goes live, this bar is definitely going to be the indicator.
Oh, okay. So I see. I was like, what is he talking about? It's about to hit 100%. There's this overall bar right here that has to hit 100%, and I guess there's all these individual bars that you'll be filling up to get it to that point. And yes, probably you need a lot more participation than there was available in the PTR to actually get it to 100. Okay. I see.
For this event progressing into the final battle. But yeah, essentially it's either going to be 10 minutes or when that bar is filled.
Wobbles, another Renown grind. Yeah, I'm not going to, it is kind of becoming like, well, how many of these are we going to have? Because we have the whole, all of the different cartels, right? And then literally you get another cartel, the Dark Fuse, on top of that at the end. Then you get the one for the raid, right? Your raid Renown. And now we're getting this one. Yeah, it seems like every single patch now, just like Blizzard loves to add currencies to the game, it's becoming their new thing where they love to add Renown tracks to the game. I guess it's a way to kind of time gate rewards a little bit for them. So that's why they kind of like to do it. I don't hate Renown. I like it more than just your typical reputation grind, but yeah, we are getting a lot of them, aren't we? Does feel
you're doing here are kind of things you'd expect from an event like this. So it's like filling the bar, killing enemies, killing named mobs, interacting with things, flying around, taking things out with dragon riding, just kind of your standard things that you'd expect to fill the bar on a world event in World of Warcraft. You also see the service award bar at the top of the screen. This is a personal bar for you, and this is gained by just killing mobs and completing missions. You get rewards here at 33%, 66%, and 100%. Much like other events, this is a green green, blue, and purple box at these different stages, which will contain Valor Stones, crests, resonance crystals, gold, and actually a chance of Warbound till equip veteran gear, so that's pretty cool. And also when you reach these particular milestones, you will also get reputation. You get 75 rep at 33% and at 66%, and then when your personal bar reaches 100%, you will get 350 rep. So basically, when you fill the bar, you get 500 rep in total for completing this event.
Not bad.
Now, it's definitely worth noting, now this could be a PTR thing, you do get reputation on repeat goes. Now, on repeat goes, you get 75 rep at 33 and 66 again. However, the final reputation gain at 100% is 100. So on repeat goes, you'll get 250 rep. So if you're doing that every single hour, you're going to get 250 rep an hour.
Yeah, I don't know if that's going to continue, because that makes it unlimited. You can grind this shit out quick, and Blizzard likes to time gate this shit, especially 0.5 patches. I mean, we already know with Cersei, Circlet, all that shit. That's typical that Blizzard kind of doesn't have as much content in a 0.5 patch, so they try their best to prolong it as much as they can. Yeah.
From doing the Nightfall world event. So yeah, so you run around killing stuff, filling the bar, doing all that kind of stuff. Then you progress into the final battle. So the final battle happens. This is just killing a Sareki champion. Pretty simple stuff here. The Sareki champion does drop some resonance crystals and a chance of some veteran Warbound till equip gear, which is great. And then that will be the end of the event. Now this event does have a weekly quest as well, which does have a reward bag, which will contain resonance crystals and a new item called a Radiant Emblem of Service. This is a BOP currency that goes in your bag for some reason, and this is used to buy Warbound till equip, item level 336.
Well, what did I tell you? I said that Blizzard clearly loves two things these days: currencies and renown. There you go. We got our new currency. Radiant Emblems of Service. Okay. Wonderful, because we don't have enough currencies.
This is used to buy Warbound till equip, item level 336 champion, weapons, and armor. And some of these armor pieces have some interesting equip effects, like increasing your secondary stat and things like that, which is pretty unique. Now, the appearance of the armor is actually the white recut.
So nice, man. So nice. I vote the Arathi Halifal sets as the best open world sets ever added to WoW. Ever. I mean, I don't know what I would compare it to, if there's ever really been any other good ones. Typically, the open world sets are not the greatest thing ever. But these literally could have been tier sets. And honestly, they're better than some of the tier sets. Look at the detail. And now we get the white version. Oh, it's so good.
Color of the Arathi armor set, which actually looks really great in all the different armor types. You can also use this currency to buy some rings, trinkets, and necks, and weapons.
By the way, are we ever going to get the skinny human model? It's all over the game. It's everywhere. Can we just get the Asmongold model, please? Can we just eventually get this one? It just seems like such an easy flick on the switch, and you'll have skinny humans in the game, and they just won't give it to us. It's just the undead skeleton. It'd be so easy.
And these weapons actually use the purple coloration of the Arathi armor set as well, which is cool. Model. So on top of the world event, there's also daily quests. So there are two different variants of these daily quests which rotate every single day. These are always picked up in the same location in Hallowfall, on Western Hallowfall, where the scenario happens. And these quests are called incursions, and there are two types. You have the Radiant incursions, which happen in Arshgahet, and then you have the Sareki incursions, which happen in Hallowfall. And as mentioned, these do rotate daily. So every day you'll have 3 daily quests to pick up, and these quests are just fill the bar quests in the respective zones. So basically just flying around to 3 different areas, kill stuff, click stuff, fill the bar, complete the quest. Now, completing the quest gives a couple rewards. It gives the confiscated cultist bag. Inside this bag is some 623 Warbound till equip veteran gear.
Wow.
And this is where you're going to get the Nightfall gear, which is the purple coloration of the Arathi set.
Oh, another one? Wait, there's 2 sets to be gained from this? I didn't realize this purple one was available too.
Which is great. So yeah, that's a really good for transmog, or really good for catch-up gear if you're looking to have that. Also inside, you'll get some random junk, which you can sell for gold, and there's also a chance of a mount called the Void Scarred Lynx mount. So yeah, there's a chance of a mount inside this bag, so make sure you're doing those dailies daily. You also get some resonance crystals and 100 reputation, but also, again, PTR could be PTRing. On alts, you can do these dailies again, and you do get the confiscated cultist bag again, and you also get 50 reputation on repeat goes on max level alts. So not sure if that's just PTR being weird. It kind of goes against the warband reputation thing, because this is a warband.
I can't imagine that being a thing. Like just unlimited rep grinds. There's no way. Shadow Priests eating well on those purple sets. Yeah, plus the purple mount. I mean, Shadow Priests are going to eat that shit up for sure. You know, Sam, you just don't remember. You've shown the purple variant on stream. I know I did. I know. I've seen the purple variant before, but I didn't realize it was attached to this event as well. Because sometimes you'll see these data mine recolors and they just either never show up or they show up in some other weird way that you weren't expecting, and that's what happened here. I knew we were getting the white one in this event, but I didn't realize the purple one was going to be looted too. You damn right we are, Sam. Yeah, Shadow Priest having a good time in this one.
Reputation. So yeah, you get 50 on repeat goes. So you could, in theory, if you have an army of ults, get your renown up extremely.
What was the Shadow mount? It was a shadow covered, it was like a void version of the Lynx mount. The cat Lynx mount. Yeah, it's very cool looking.
Quickly, which is a great segue to talk about the Renown. So the brand new Renown of 11.15 is the Flames Radiance. This is a 10-level Renown track with 2,500 reputation required for each Renown level. This is, of course, gained through the scenario and through the daily quests, as I mentioned. So not going to be too bad to get. So let's talk about the rewards for this Renown. So at Renown 1, you get the Radiant Recruits Tabard and Belt Transmog. You're also going to get the Sacred Flames Ward buff. So this is a zone-wide buff, which has a chance to deal fire damage and makes you take 5% less damage, which is cool. The tabard and belt use a new design for the Flames Radiance, and you'll also get the title Recruit from Renown 1. At Renown 2, you get a new toy, the Arathi's Entertainer Flame. This is just a cool toy to throw in the air, and you can catch the flame, which is nice. You also unlock the title Reservist, and you'll get some Resonance Crystals. At Renown 3, you get a new battle pet called Mr.
Oh, nice. We get a Void pet, too.
Which is a Void Kitty, which is kind of cute, and the title Sentry, as well as some more Resonance Crystals. At Renown 4, you get a new toy called the Flames Radiance Banner, and this toy just simply plants a banner for the Flames Radiance, and you'll also unlock the title Field Sacredite, and of course you'll get even more Resonance Crystals. At Renown 5, you get the Radiant Stalwarts Tabard and Belt, which is an upgraded version of the previous Tabard, and you'll get an upgrade to your Sacred Flame World buff as well. You also get the title Stalwart and some Resonance Crystals. At Renown 6, you get
This is cool, by the way, and I just talked about it this morning, and now I guess you get a second tabard. But the tabards are going to look different. There's 3 versions of this, and it's going to advance every single time. Every 4, it looks like Renown, so that's pretty cool.
At Renown 6, you get a new toy called the Radiant Lynx Whistle. This toy says that you whistle for a courier lynx to appear. The lynx will deliver and retrieve mail for 10 minutes or until it's called elsewhere, which is pretty cool. This has a 3-hour cooldown as well.
So it's a mailbox pet. It's a mailbox toy. That's cool.
You also get the title Ardent, and you get a battle pet called Swiftpaw, which is a cute little Wrathy kitty, and also Resonance Crystals. At Renown 7, you get another Transmog. This is the Radiant Traveler's Backpack Transmog, which is a kind of Flames Radiant themed backpack. You get the title Arrow Knight, which is awesome, and some more Resonance Crystals. At Renown 8, you get the Radiant Dirigible customization. So this is actually customization for your Delver's Dirigible, the Season 1 mount in the Flames Radiance colors, I believe. You also get the title Flame Guard and some more Resonance Crystals. At Renown 9, you get the Radiant Imperial Lynx mount, which is a white variant of the Lynx mount we saw.
Now this is badass. So the mount you asked earlier, which is the Void mount, it's the purple. It's a purple version of this, purpled out, shadowy looking. This is cool though. The whited out Lynx. Oh my God, Argent Lynx. Yeah, I haven't even gotten a single Lynx mount yet, so this would be my first if I do get this one. When does this come out and come into play? I'm guessing end of April. If I had to guess, I'm still on that. I thought April 22nd, maybe the patch will hit. We'll see, 22nd, 29th, or May 6th. It's got to be one of those 3 weeks. But I still bet actually 22nd. I think this thing's going to hit.
In Season 1. I like this mount a lot. I think the white, it looks so great, and obviously it's going to match perfectly with that new Transmog you're getting, as well as the title Radiant Officer and some more Resonance Crystals. And then finally, at Renown 10, you get the final upgrade to your Tabard, the Sacred Templars, Tabard and Belt, as well as your final upgrade to the Sacred Flame buff. And you'll also get the title Sacred Templar, some Resonance...
Wasn't it May? No, but Blizzard hasn't announced the official release date of 11.1.5 yet, but I think I'm assuming end of April, early May, based on when we saw this shit. But I'm still on the late April. Actually, sorry, I meant to say late April time window. Yeah, this tabard's amazing. This tabard is so sick. I agree. It's freaking badass, and this is like the final version of it. This tabard advances as you advance through the Renown text, so this is pretty damn cool.
It's crystals, and you'll be able to purchase a new neck called the Necklace of the Devout,
May more
which
likely,
increases
probably.
the effectiveness of your Sacred Flame buff, which is nice. So that's all the rewards from the Flames Radiance Renown in 11.15, and that is basically all of the Nightfall content. So yeah, it is a world event and some dailies and a new Renown. So it's definitely going to keep you busy. It is nice that it does give you reputation on repeat goes, so it's not just going to be like a super miserable rep grind. You can just kind of smash it out as much as you like, which is kind of nice. I like that a lot. However, the repeats on dailies is kind of rough if you don't have a lot of ults, but it is only 150 rep, and it does take a little bit to do those daily quests. So perhaps not the best farm in the world, but yeah, we'll see. Personally, I think this event is fine. I actually am really suspicious why they're putting it out now. It definitely feels like story-wise, this probably should have come out in 11.05, and I'm curious if this ever was planned for 11.05, but was pushed back to 11.15. As the story's kind of progressed on from like Queen Anthrax and the Rubians and things like that, it feels kind of weird to go back to it, but yeah.
Yeah, that's why I said the Nightfall story was kind of anticlimactic, because I don't really want to deal with the Nerubians. It's kind of like, it's a past threat. We don't even, are we really scared of them anymore? Just killed off their leader. Blizzard has indirectly confirmed patch 11.1.5 set to launch on April 22nd. Yeah, that's what I remember reading about this. The confirmation comes from the recent update regarding the name changes, which highlights the shift to the real-world currency to gold. Yeah, okay, yeah. I know they haven't confirmed the date, like you said, but there are hints in there. Even Children's Week was another hint. If you look at the calendar when that's supposed to hit and when this patch is supposed to hit, I agree. I still think April 22nd. Not April. What? We're in March. What are you talking about? April 22nd has already passed. You're tripping, man. You're in a time machine. Time traveler confirmed in the chat, guys.
It's nice to get new content. It's always nice to get new rewards and tons of new titles as well, which is cool. But guys, let me know down below what you think of the Nightfall content in 11.15.
Okay,
and don't forget to give this video a like if you do like it, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you do want to support me outside of YouTube, I am also on Patreon, and I'm on Twitter at MrGMYT, and I have a partner Discord channel as well. And I'm also streaming on twitch.tv/MrGM. If you want to see me stream World of Warcraft at 11.15 PTR, Season of Discovery, any sort of WoW, I'm over on twitch.tv/MrGM. And with that, guys,
that's it.
I'll see you next time.
Yeah. Cool event. Get some transmog, get some things. It's a time, it's a time filler. That's what it is at the end of the day. It's just a time filler. Get some shit done. Take it easy. Maybe advance more in the Mythic Plus season at that time. Finish out the raid if you haven't already. As I said before, April 22nd. I still think that's the date, based on things Caden said and other people have said in chat. Yeah, and don't worry about getting the date month wrong. I've done that plenty of times, Libor. No worries. Nice video from Mr. GM.